Hello everyone and welcome back to our GR54 journey. Days 4 and 5 kick off now as we break camp at Monêtier-les-Bains and set out for Col de la Chauda, high above the pastures.
Col de la Chauda.
From there we'll push to the highest point on the route, Col de Matin, at 2,761 metres, before dropping down to Refuge du Pré de la Chaumette. Steep climbs ahead, big views and a knee-wrenching descent in store. Let's get going.
Leaving pitch, beginning of day 4. As usual, no trace left.
First views of the mountains today, a magnificent view.
Don't wanna wake up, I might be dreaming.
Out into the sun.
I might be dreaming. You're stirring things up, my heart is beating.
Marmot's calling.
My heart is beating.
A little further on, the ski toes running.
My heart is yours, so I say here we go.
Impressive peaks. Very pointy. And we're headed up here. Via Ferrata up there. It's a variant alpine. The GR54. Col de Grand Jets, which is out that way. We are headed this way.
Chauda.
The Chauda.
First col of the day. Not bad surroundings either. Albeit ski slopes around us. Having a bit of a snack. Some nuts. And some local pastries. I can recommend pastries. I think that's our route down there, isn't it? And we're heading to Vallouise. I'll probably pronounce that all wrong.
Over the col and down the other side now. And change of scenery, as usually happens as you leave one valley and enter another. Come back to Col de Chauda. Chauda. We're headed down today after doing 3,000 foot climb this morning. And there's the new range of peaks on the review.
Don't wanna wake up, I might be dreaming. I might be dreaming. You're stirring things up, my heart is beating. Oh,
At first we thought someone was being rescued. Turns out the helicopter was delivering building blocks for the ski development.
so I say here we go. You do that something to me, you do that something to my heart.
On descent we spent a little while watching the shepherd's flock below us, listening to the ringing of the bells. She had at least one dog, a large white pastou, guarding the animals.
Make out the flock of sheep at the bottom, within which there is a large pastou dog.
Never approach these dogs or the animals, as the pastou has been brought up with the sheep as part of the flock and is very protective.
There's a caravan and a donkey, goats as well, and that's the way out for us today. This is a way of life which is very unique to the Alps and these high mountain areas. Just come over and was looking into this col here. That would have been the stage 4 variant to come down there. I can see a few people coming down the path, and then it will rejoin further down the bottom. There's a couple of people in the bottom already on it, and rejoin our route here.
It was here that we managed to wash a few clothes and top up our bottles. Just a few smalls, but it feels like such a luxury.
Down to the main path. And This is the next section.
Well, there's quite a few more people around now. Not surprisingly, in such a beautiful place. We're having a bit of a break. We've managed a very sneaky wash. A few smalls that smell a bit more fresh. And a little urchin sat in the shade.
It's hot.
Enjoyed it so far?
Tremendous.
I think the highlight for you were those sheep, weren't they?
Yeah, they were spectacular.
The sheep, the donkey, the two dogs, the border collie, the goats.
Shepherdess.
The shepherdess. And next we're heading down there. Vallouise, if I've pronounced it correctly.
We've now moved on. We did set up there. And we're now over here. Little chapel of St. Jean.
Saint Jean.
There's a bell if you want to ring the bell. A beautiful valley. Mr. Pastou.
Long descent to Vallouise. What are you calling it? I'm calling it Vallouise. Vallouises? Vallouise. On we go. Through the trees, in the baking sun. It's getting hotter and hotter.
This is just fantastic.
Swallows.
Yeah. Beautiful little paths. And if you just want to turn around, you get a view of Pelvoux. Pelvoux. Mont Pelvoux.
That descent felt like it was never going to end. We were more than ready when the forest finally opened up, offering some relief from the heat. The trail hugs a watercourse for a long stretch, so if you have a filter, you'll have a plentiful supply.
Heading down into civilization again. We've arrived at Vallouise or Vallouise, something. There's a Carrefour supermarket just opposite the hotel. And that's stop up to the fountain at the church. Get some water.
In some ways, this is the hardest part of the day. Carrying all that water
To our chosen pitch. But couldn't ask to do it anywhere more beautiful, could you?
Leaving Vallouise. Vallouise. The search for the evening bivouac starts. Not a bad place to be looking for a bivouac for the night. No idea how far we're going to have to go. We're loaded with 2 days extra food.
I think we have our pitch.
It's nice,
We
isn't
need
it?
to get a wash.
Well, we have our pitch and we've even had a wash. A nice cold dip in that river that you can see behind me. It's our best pitch yet. Look at that.
View up there as well, look at that. The river.
Yeah, I don't know if you can see that, but just behind this river, I'll turn round. Mountain view behind us.
Yep. How's your taste though?
Excellent. It's nice to eat something that's not noodles. Gnocchi, mascarpone and tomato. Cookie. For pudding.
Today begins more rugged terrain, and it kicks off with an extremely long hike up a steep road. Some hikers take a taxi for this stretch,
Life
since the route to Refuge du Pré de la Chaumette is hard earned.
rising out of the slumbers.
We'll cross the Col de l'Orpe Martin, the highest point on the GR54. The path up here is steep and narrow, the col's exposed, so take care.
The view inside the tent.
And the final descent of the day isn't kind to the knees. Good job I didn't have any cartilage to start with.
There's a hiker walker ready for action today.
At least I'm not wearing a duvet jacket with shorts.
The sun's going to be up shortly, getting away at just before the 7. And we only saw a sign at the bottom that said the route was closed. And this is why there's been a landslide, taking out a few yards, but it's going to be passable. There's another reason this route had the route barred sign.
Don't ignore the warnings here as we did.
There's been some real devastation around here.
There's already been one bum slide, hasn't there?
Yeah, I think that's the air camp up ahead, look.
There is a perfectly easy route on the other side of the river, which leads to the same place.
This is the air it refers to. To be honest, there are no facilities here. All the toilets are closed up. There is some flat ground.
What we could have done, in fact, with the GR54 route marker is still in place, we could have come this way.
Yeah, we
They
could.
haven't amended the signs, so we just walked up the road instead of clambering over all that stuff. Well, it might be a road walk, but it's a very scenic one. Just got to the chapel. Just having a bit of a breather. It's a long way up that road, up the zigzags. Here we are. Oh, it's beautiful. I love the smell of these places. And there's our view. But oh, we've got a long way to go up there yet.
There's been some colossal landslides here. And so much so, I think it's even dammed part of the river. You can see the landslip. We arrive at what is described as the Bouvette and see what the facilities are like here, if any. This is Bouvette, but doesn't seem to be any sign of life. 11 o'clock till 6 is the opening, so we're a bit early. Leaving the Bouvette, we're now crossing over. And you might be able to see our route going up there. Let's look at these.
This is magical. Back out in the sun again. Can't see it very well for the sun.
Shepherd ahead and his dog, or 2 dogs laid in the shadows ahead. We've reached a cabin.
This is the Cabane du Jas-Lacroix. Our guidebook described it as an unmanned shelter for hikers, providing basic accommodation. But when we arrived, the whole area was cordoned off, prompting us to walk around it.
You can hear a cuckoo.
360 coming round, and just look at this. It's like we've gone into Jurassic Park. We're headed up into this huge amphitheatre. Not knowing quite yet where our way up is. Still heading up the col, a bit chillier. We're headed across there. Well, as improbable as it looks, we're headed across there, zigzagging up that col. There's the path up and through this. You certainly, those airy coming across there, I can tell you.
The panting tells you all you need to know. We've reached Col de l'Au Matin, the highest point on the GR54 at 2,761 metres. The path zigzags improbably steeply, crossing an exposed gully on the approach. Not long after comes the Pas de la Cavale at 2,735 metres, slightly lower but no less dramatic.
Here's the way down.
If you think it looks a long way down, it is. That descent to the refuge was for me the toughest of the lot. By the end though, we were bumping into familiar souls on the trail. The same faces, the same smiles, a little laughter from fellow hikers. Thru-hiking's greatest gift, camaraderie.
We've reached the Refuge camp at the end of day 5. The Refuge. Beautiful location. Looking back to where we came down from. Up in that col, somewhere there. And where we're going tomorrow is over there.
Well, we made it! This section was the start of more challenging terrain, and thanks to the free camping, here is where many hikers gather, providing a further opportunity to chat to those by now familiar faces. But best of all was the moon. Later that night our tent glowed in its light, and we slept under the most glorious of starry skies. What a beautiful end to a magnificent day. Thanks for watching. If you've enjoyed this section, please give it a thumbs up and tune in for the next mountain fix. A bientôt!